Hi everybody, this is Ashley and I'm an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More, or UBAM as we say. Today I am here to show you some of my favorite books and explain a little bit about why they are my favorite. This is the first book that we got as a family when my oldest was born. That was 8 years ago. It has gone through 3 Hetrick children, all boys. And the only damage you can really see is on the spine. And then if you could get a look at how thick the pages are, these are super durable. So if your kids are teething or anything, they will most likely not damage them, because this has taken a long time to get damaged. But we offer a 50% replacement, so that if anything ever does happen to the book, just contact me and I will get you a new one. Alright, so that was where the addiction began. I'm going to try to go from baby all the way up to the older kids, because I know we have quite a range in this event. So All Better is one of my absolute favorites. It has got reusable, washable stickers, little Band-Aid stickers, and they're super cute. You can look inside, and they've got 5 different stickers with different colors and little animals on them, and then you go find the little owie and put the Band-Aid on it. This is perfect for toddlers. Toddlers love this book. But I know some older kids that love it as well. So this is worth every penny. That one is $12.99 before tax, but this one's going to last too. Excuse me. Another one that I really like for the toddler range, when they're starting to get to know different animals or things like that, is the 199 series. We've got a whole range of these, like things that go, I think, and animals, and a very wide variety. But the thing that I love about this one is that, I am terrible about pronouncing dinosaur names, but this has this handy link on the back that you can look up and they will pronounce it for you. And they also have an awesome British accent, so I like it even more. But the majority of these I would absolutely murder if I tried to read it, so we let them do that on the computer at our house. Okay, so another one that I love is Jonathan James and the What If Monster. This is a great storybook, and this is really good for toddlers, but it can span quite a range of ages. But this one is for all of your little people that worry a lot. This would have been one of my favorites as a kid because I worried about everything. But this book basically introduces you to Jonathan James and this little what if monster that's inside his head. And he worries about everything, and he talks himself out of all of these things, and the what if monsters planting all these seeds, like what if I fall down, and what if I don't make friends, and what if they laugh at me, and all these things. And then as the story goes on, Jonathan just stops and he's like, well, what if I tried to do this? What if, what would happen if I just did it anyway and I faced my fear or my worry? And once you know it, some really good things come out of that. So this is a fantastic book by a really amazing author, Michelle Nelson Schmidt, who has done some amazing books. And sorry if I'm using that word too much. I need to get one of our thesauruses and look up some new words, I think. But I adore these books, and this is the plush that goes with Jonathan James. It's super squishy, but I like that we have some dinosaurs. We have some monsters that aren't super scary, and like Nibbles. Nibbles is a really good one too. And for some reason I don't have my Nibbles book here, but he eats books, and so he eats his way through a book, and like books that you'll know, like fairy tales and things like that. So you kind of chase him through the book and try to get him to stop eating them all. So that's a super cute one too. My absolute all-time favorite Usborne book that in the 3 years that I've been with the company, this is my favorite. This is our home copy. That's what that little pink sticker is for, so I don't get it mixed up with the new books like the ones I sell behind me. But this one has gone through all 3 of my little destructive boys, and I'm telling you right now, this book is like, this is not like a flat book that you've seen before that other companies sell. Like, this is legit thick, durable. this book is 3 years old, and this is something that I've kept in my purse, and I pretty much show anybody I can, because I mean, I've had friends that don't even have kids that want this book because it just shows little tidbits about, these are really good for kids that don't want to sit still, really active kids that just want a little snippet of information, and it's very interactive. My absolute favorite part of this book, though, they sit down with an expert in the field and a paper engineer, and they try to come up with the easiest way to teach a child about something that could be really complicated. So some of our flat books are like, so Look Inside Your Body, which obviously is not an easy topic. But also we have Lift the Flap Periodic Table, which I would have loved in high school. I really wish I would have had that. I'm more of a hands-on visual person, so that really spoke to me. But this is pretty awesome. It makes a noise, and then it tells you how your ear processes that noise and what it tells your brain and all the ways it works in your body. So this book is $14.99 before tax, and I swear to you, this is going to be one of your favorites too. I would be very shocked if you didn't love this book. I just want to show you a couple of like our big books. These really are big. Like, they lay out on the floor. These are really good for toddlers or early elementary school. They've got a lot of neat pictures. I mean, I'm not a fan of spiders, but this one has some big ones in there. But it's got like double page spread so that you can see different names and tidbits about whatever topic this is. And I'm sure, I think we have at least 10 of the big books, if not more. These are fantastic. These are our Shine-a-Light books, and I highly recommend those for toddlers especially, or early elementary even. Well, even some older elementary, depending on the topic. But if they're interested in it, the age part doesn't matter. Like, you could get a 2-year-old really interested in a flashlight book, because I don't know many kids that don't love flashlights. But the magic of these is that you just take a flashlight or your phone or a window, any kind of light source, and you read the little bit about it, and then you shine the light behind it, and the picture pops up. So obviously I'm trying to show this to you, and it's not as easy doing it this way, but the kids love this. It's like magic. Ooh. There we go. Hopefully you can see a little bit about that, but we've got a big range of those too, like at the hospital, on the farm, Secrets of Winter, all of these awesome topics. What else do I have for you? This is Write Your Own Comics. We have a bunch of the different like creative writing books, like Write Your Own Adventure stories, the comic books, the creative writing, but they're all hardback and they're spiral bound on the inside. So this one's going to be one that you could keep as a keepsake to see, you know, how their handwriting changes, how their drawing changes. And the nice thing about these is that it gives little prompts on each page. So, you know, it's great for like showing the flow of how a story would be written and get them interested in doing it on their own. So my oldest son is 8 now. I think I said that before. And I love looking at what he draws and the stories that he comes up with. And then he can go back later and be like, man, when I was 6, I came up with this story and that was kind of silly. And if I did it now, I do it this way. So that's been a lot of fun. It's something that kind of grows with them. And they have stickers in the back too. So like little word bubbles and fun things like that. Okay, if you are familiar with Bear Grylls, he actually exclusively came to our company and wanted to write books for us. Before he came along, we were completely commercial free, which just basically means you wouldn't find our stuff on like a TV show or something like that. We don't do Star Wars, we don't do things like that, and sometimes people are upset about that, but we actually take like the original stories. Like, we don't do the Disney stories, we do the original version of where that Disney story came from. So it might be a little bit different than what your kids are used to, but it's nice to go back to like the root of where the story came from. But anyway, Bear Grylls, nice looking man right here. He is an adventurist and a survivalist, I think is what they actually call him. And he decided that he wanted to write books for kids so that, you know, just given the case that they were out in the wilderness or something, they could learn different survival skills. So, I mean, the likelihood of you ever having to like wrestle an alligator is pretty low. I hope, especially here in Kansas. But I just think that, like, if a kid is reading this book, they are probably going to remember it. If they ever come across, like a poisonous snake or something like that, it's definitely something that we have to be aware of here. And it gives you all kinds of different methods, like how to tell what it looks like, what to do, if a bear's coming after you, what to do if you're stuck in a freezing area, or it's just like this book could probably save someone's life someday, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think this is amazing. This is fantastic for like Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, older kids, and even younger kids. You can read it to them and, just tell them what you interpret from it. You don't have to go in as much detail as the book does, but that's a great one. He also writes adventure stories. So these are chapter books. There's 4 of them. And my 8-year-old flew through these. He loved them. So it's a quick read, and it's fun. And it's like, one of the things I love about our books is there's a lot of pictures. It's not an overwhelming amount of text, so the kids don't tend to get bored with it. And that, that's one of the things as a company we really strive to work toward, getting kids to enjoy reading, because so many times they're forced to read and then they end up hating it. I was actually one of those kids too. I can't say that I wasn't, but I got more into being social and wrapped up in that as opposed to sitting down and reading. And now that I'm coming back kind of full circle, I realized, like, my mom always had books around, or my dad did too, but my mom was really into books. So that was such a gift for me as a kid that I didn't even realize that I had. So that's one of the best things you could do for your kids. Have tons of books around, even if they can't read them all. Just having them there, letting them look at them, letting them explore, that's going to teach them so many things. And then if you read aloud to them, I mean, all these studies show how beneficial that is to a child. So just do that. That's if I could give you one literacy tip, that is definitely it. Have books around, and if you need more, you know where to find me, right? This is another brand new one. It's Starting Cursive, and I love all of our Wipe Clean books because it's like a dry erase marker. It comes with one, but you don't have to use that one. You can use your own. But, just take like a Kleenex or your sleeve even, and you can wipe it right off. But we have these starting from like beginning pen control all the way up to like times tables, learning cursive, obviously, learning to tell the time, that sort of stuff. So this is great for all ages, and it's perfect for like if you're riding in the car, you have a road trip or something, you're on a plane, it's not going to make a big mess. Okay, I could really go on for probably another 30 minutes about all of the books that I really love, but I hope that gives you kind of a range. We have such an amazing catalog of books, and actually in January we're going to start doing Spanish books. We have some beginning language books already, but our Spanish titles, like our picture books and things like that, we don't have as many yet, but we are about to get an explosion of them in January, so I'm really excited for that. So anyway, just want to give you a little bit. I know we're going close to 15 minutes now, and I can't stop talking about these, but that is why I do what I do, and that is why I've done it for the last 3 years, and it's been amazing. If this sounds like something that you might be interested in, I just wanted to let you know a couple little things about our company. One, we get a 25% discount on whatever we sell, and the perk to that is, like a lot of direct sales companies, you have to sell a certain amount. We do not have monthly minimums. So if you are an independent consultant with our company, you do not have to sell a certain amount each month. You can solely sign up for the discount, which is what I did. You can start doing it as a hobby, which is also what I did, or you could try doing it full time, which tons of people have done it. You can promote, you can get teams, you can make 6 figures. I definitely have friends that are doing that, and that is not where I am in my life right now, but I've been able to make this company something that I absolutely love, and I've actually fallen more in love with it as I go. But I've really seen the benefit that we have gotten as a family. My kids absolutely love books right now, and I hope that one of my goals in life is to keep that going. So, but anyway, I am here to help you. So if you can think of anything that you have questions about, any themes you might be interested in, you help me learn more about this company. So you don't have to be a book expert or anything of the sort to start this business. I definitely am not a book expert. I am a book hoarder. Two different things. But we get new titles every 3 months, so it's difficult for me to see a brand new catalog and not have that book in my hand, because that helps me learn it and that helps me be better to help you with what you need. So anyway, talk too much. I'm going to stop. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for coming to the party, and I hope you enjoy the rest. Bye.